Hello guys, welcome to Dhananjay Crime Facts. Today I'm going to show you past crimes in the Bermuda Triangle through 2D animation. Finally, let me know how you liked the story. Have you ever wondered how a large airplane carrying dozens of people could disappear without leaving a clear message? How could a massive ship, built to survive on the open ocean, simply disappear and never be seen again? There's a place in the Atlantic Ocean where this question has haunted people for generations. Some believe it's cursed. Others believe it hides a secret that governments don't want to reveal. Others think the answer is simple, but no one can completely unravel this mystery. This place is known as the Bermuda Triangle. Guys, this isn't science. It's a real historical story from the past. This area, stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has become one of the world's most famous mysteries. Over the years, countless stories have claimed that ships and airplanes entered this area and never returned. Strange lights in the sky, out-of-control compasses, sudden storms, and the complete silence of experienced pilots have made this stretch of ocean a legend. But is the Bermuda Triangle truly a deadly trap? Or is it a tale born of fear and imagination? To answer this question, we must travel back in time and follow those who ventured into these waters, never knowing they were about to become part of one of history's greatest mysteries. The Atlantic Ocean has always been one of the busiest waterways on Earth. Large cargo ships, fishing boats, military vessels, and passenger planes transit it daily. The area known as the Bermuda Triangle is not marked on official maps. There are no warning signs floating in the water. In fact, many scientists don't even recognize it as a real geographical location. Yet millions of people know its name because of the strange stories associated with it. Do you know where all these men are disappearing to? The triangle is generally defined as the area between Bermuda, the southern coast of Florida, and Puerto Rico. This region features deep waters, rough waves, unpredictable weather, and one of the world's busiest transportation routes. For centuries, sailors have shared stories about strange occurrences in these waters. Some spoke of mysterious lights moving across the sky. Others claimed their navigation instruments suddenly failed. Some even believed the ocean itself was alive. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments. One of the earliest stories associated with this area dates back to the voyages of Christopher Columbus. According to his journals, his crew spotted strange lights in the distance while crossing the Atlantic. They also recorded erratic compass behavior that unsettled the sailors. Historians hold varying opinions on these reports, with many attributing them to natural causes. But these early tales only deepened the mystery. As time passed, every strange incident in this part of the ocean became part of an ever-growing legend. For years, these remained merely common tales shared among sailors. Everything changed in the 20th century with the advent of modern technology. Airplanes could fly over the ocean much faster than ships. Radio allowed pilots to communicate with the ground, and navigation systems became more advanced. People felt that the era of mysterious disappearances had come to an end. Then something happened that shocked the entire world. On December 5, 1945, 5 American Navy bomber aircraft took off from Florida for a routine training mission. The group was known as Flight 19. The pilots were experienced, and the weather seemed normal at the start of the flight. Their mission was simple: fly the planned route, complete the exercise, and return to base. At first, everything went according to plan. Then, the radio messages changed. The group leader reported that his compass wasn't working properly. He seemed confused about his location. Soon, the other pilots became confused as well. They couldn't agree on where they were. The ocean below looked unfamiliar, and no land was in sight. Radio operators back on the ground were receiving unsettling messages. It is said that one pilot remarked they couldn't even tell which way was west, meaning they had completely lost their sense of direction, you know? Another message revealed that the ocean itself didn't look normal either. As the hours passed, the situation worsened. Aircraft continued to fly, using precious fuel trying to find their way home. Ground stations tried to guide them, but the pilots couldn't pinpoint their location. Then radio signals grew weaker. Finally, they disappeared. 5 aircraft and 14 crew members had vanished. The story became even more bizarre when a rescue aircraft was sent to search for them. Shortly after takeoff, that plane also disappeared. 13 people were on board the rescue plane. Witnesses later reported seeing a loud explosion in the sky, and many experts believe the explosion may have been caused by a fuel leak in the aircraft. But nothing could allay the fear that had already spread across the country. 27 people disappeared during the operation. Search teams covered vast areas of the ocean. Ships and airplanes searched for survivors, floating debris, or any clues that might explain what had happened. The search lasted for days. Nothing was found. No complete wreckage, no survivors, almost no answers. Newspapers quickly picked up the story. People began asking impossible questions. How could 5 military airplanes disappear simultaneously? Why could trained pilots be so confused? Why was there almost no evidence left behind? Some believed the planes had entered an unknown weather system. Others thought powerful magnetic forces had affected their instruments. Some claimed the planes had traveled into another dimension. As these theories spread, the story of the Bermuda Triangle grew ever larger. In the years that followed, writers collected old stories and combined them with new disappearances. Every missing ship, every lost plane, and every unexplained accident in this area became part of a single mystery. Books claimed that underwater civilizations lurked beneath the waves. Some pointed to the lost city of Atlantis. Others said that alien spacecraft were using the area as a secret base. Television programs featured dramatic music and mysterious images, adding to the compelling narrative. But behind every story are real people. Families waited for loved ones who never returned. Parents hoped for a phone call that never came. Children grew up without answers, meaning everyone was convinced they wouldn't return. For them, the Bermuda Triangle wasn't just a thrilling mystery. It was a painful question that remained unsolved. As investigators continued to study the disappearances, they discovered that the ocean itself could be far more dangerous than many had imagined. Powerful storms could occur with little warning. Large waves could swamp small boats. Strong currents could carry debris far from the accident site. Navigational mistakes in open water could quickly become fatal. Yet there were cases that simply refused to go away. Stories of silent radio transmissions, pilots reporting strange lights, captains describing instruments that suddenly stopped working, and witnesses who believed they had seen things that defied explanation. The deeper people looked into the Bermuda Triangle, the stranger the mystery became. Was it merely a collection of tragic accidents, or was something hidden beneath the surface of the Atlantic Ocean waiting to be discovered? To uncover the truth, we must examine these disappearances one by one and separate the facts from the stories. As the legend of the Bermuda Triangle spread across the globe, people began revisiting past disappearances and linking them to this mysterious region. Some of these stories were based on actual events. Others grew over time, changing slightly with each retelling. To understand this mystery, we need to look at the ships and aircraft that contributed to the triangle's sinister reputation. One of the most famous cases occurred long before Flight 19. In March 1918, a massive U.S. Navy cargo ship named the USS Cyclops departed from the island of Barbados. It was a colossal vessel, over 500 feet long, carrying more than 300 crew members and passengers. It was also loaded with thousands of tons of manganese ore, a heavy material used in the steel industry. It was supposed to be a routine voyage. There were no adverse weather reports. The ship was equipped with wireless communication capabilities. Yet after leaving Barbados, the USS Cyclops simply vanished. No distress signal was received. No wreckage was found. No bodies were ever recovered. Search vessels crossed the Atlantic looking for clues, but the ocean remained silent. The loss of the USS Cyclops became one of the greatest non-combat tragedies in U.S. Navy history. Despite numerous investigations, no single cause could solve the mystery. Some experts believed the ship might have become unstable due to its heavy cargo. Others speculated that a sudden storm might have sunk it. However, since no evidence was ever found, its disappearance became yet another chapter in the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. Years later, another bizarre incident captured public attention. In December 1948, a commercial airliner named DC-3 Flight NC-16002 was en route from Puerto Rico to Miami. The passengers on board were hoping to reach home before sunrise. The pilot contacted the control tower, reporting that the plane was approaching Florida. Everything seemed normal. The weather was not considered hazardous. The aircraft was nearing its destination. Then, the radio went silent. The plane vanished without a trace. Seriously, how do planes keep disappearing like this? Let me know in the comments, guys. Search teams scoured the ocean for days. They found nothing, no floating debris, no emergency equipment, and no sign that the aircraft had ever existed. The mystery became even more chilling because the plane disappeared when it was very close to land. It means the pilot couldn't see land when it vanished, yet land was visible. What do you think, guys? A few years later, another aircraft was added to the growing list of unsolved cases. In 1947, a British passenger plane named Star Tiger disappeared while flying across the Atlantic. The crew had been in contact with ground stations, but then all communication suddenly ceased. The search operation covered thousands of square miles of ocean. Nothing was found. In 1949, another aircraft from the same company named Star Ariel also disappeared. Once again, there was no distress signal and virtually no evidence. These disappearances convinced many people that something strange was happening over the Atlantic Ocean. By the 1950s and 1960s, newspapers and magazines were publishing stories about this mysterious area. Writers collected disparate incidents and grouped them under one name: the Bermuda Triangle. Many readers believed the ocean harbored an incredible secret. Theories began to emerge everywhere. Some believed the lost city of Atlantis lay beneath the seafloor. According to ancient stories, Atlantis was an advanced civilization whose technology was far ahead of its time. Supporters of this idea claimed that strange crystals or powerful energy sources from Atlantis could interfere with compasses and navigation systems. Others believed that visitors from another world were responsible. They speculated that alien spacecraft were hidden beneath the sea, monitoring human activities. Strange lights reported by pilots and sailors were interpreted as alien vehicles moving in and out of the water. Another theory was even more bizarre. Some claimed that the Bermuda Triangle was a doorway to another dimension. According to this idea, ships and airplanes could accidentally pass through a mysterious portal and disappear from our world forever. These stories were exciting. They sold millions of books. They inspired television programs and films. But investigators needed proof. Scientists began studying the area carefully. They discovered that the Bermuda Triangle was one of the busiest travel routes on Earth. Thousands of ships and airplanes pass through this area without any problems every year. They also discovered that the weather can change rapidly. Warm ocean water combines with cold air to create powerful storms. If you enjoyed this story even a little, please like it. Hurricanes often pass through this area. Strong winds can create massive waves that rise higher than buildings. In these conditions, even a small mistake can be disastrous. The Gulf Stream poses another challenge. This strong ocean current flows rapidly across the Atlantic. If a ship sinks or an airplane crashes, the current can carry debris far away before rescue teams arrive. Evidence explaining an accident can disappear within hours. Navigation itself can be difficult. Before modern GPS technology, pilots and sailors relied on maps, compasses, and calculations. A small error could send them miles off course. Over the open ocean, where everything looks the same, that error can be fatal. Experts also studied the strange compass behavior reported by many travelers. They found that the Earth's magnetic field is not completely uniform. In some places, the compass may need to be adjusted to provide accurate directions. A navigator who doesn't understand these differences can become confused. Yet, despite these reasons, the mystery remains unsolved. People keep reporting strange experiences. If you enjoy this story, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more videos like this one. Some pilots claim to have seen bright objects moving through the clouds. Some sailors reported a strange fog that appeared without warning. Others said their instruments stopped working for a while before returning to normal. Most of these reports could not be fully verified, but they kept the story alive. As technology improved, researchers began using submarines and deep-sea equipment to explore the ocean floor. They discovered hidden mountains, vast underwater canyons, and centuries-old shipwrecks. Then another scientific idea emerged. Some experts suggested that methane gas trapped beneath the seafloor could suddenly be released into the water. Excessive amounts of the gas could reduce the ocean's density, making it difficult for ships to float. If a ship entered such an area, it could lose buoyancy and sink rapidly. The rising gas could also affect aircraft engines flying overhead. This theory seemed plausible. Laboratory experiments showed that gas bubbles can reduce the ability of objects to float. But scientists could not prove that a methane explosion was responsible for the famous disappearance. The Bermuda Triangle remained a balance between fact and imagination. On one side, scientists were searching for logical answers. On the other side, there were those who believed that something unique lurked beneath the Atlantic Ocean. And the deeper investigators delved into this mystery, the more they realized that a question remained. If the Bermuda Triangle is just a common part of the ocean, why has its story survived for so many generations? And what does today's investigation reveal about the truth behind the world's most famous mystery? By the end of the 20th century, the Bermuda Triangle had become more than just a spot on a map. It had become a worldwide legend. Books claimed that unseen forces ruled the sea. Television shows depicted terrifying disappearances, accompanied by dark clouds, strange lights, and silent radio calls. Millions believed that something science couldn't explain lurked within the triangle. But as the stories grew more dramatic, professional investigators quietly gathered facts. The United States Coast Guard, meteorologists, oceanographers, and aviation specialists studied several famous cases. They wanted to know if the Bermuda Triangle was truly different from other parts of the Atlantic Ocean. Their initial findings surprised many. They discovered that the number of accidents in the Bermuda Triangle was not necessarily higher than in other highly traveled areas of the world. Thousands of ships and airplanes safely passed through this area every year. Most of them completed their journey without seeing anything strange. This didn't mean the sea was safe. Does it mean there's always danger? It simply meant the Atlantic itself can be very dangerous. The weather in this area can change very quickly. Calm blue skies can suddenly fill with dark storm clouds. Strong winds can create huge waves. Lightning strikes can reduce visibility. Heavy rain can make navigation difficult. Pilots and sailors who make even the slightest mistake can have to fight for survival. Modern satellite images have also revealed another natural hazard. Meteorologists have discovered powerful cloud systems that can create air bombs or microbursts. These are strong columns of sinking air that collide with the ocean with tremendous force. Wind speeds within these storms can exceed 100 miles per hour. For a small airplane, flying in such conditions can be dangerous. For a ship, strong winds and waves can create a life-threatening situation within minutes. Researchers also studied extremely large waves called rogue waves. Unlike normal waves, rogue waves can occur suddenly and reach enormous heights. Some scientists believe they can rise more than 100 feet above the ocean's surface. A ship caught in one of these walls of water can suffer significant damage. For centuries, sailors have reported stories of waves so large that they seemed impossible. Many people laughed at those stories. Then modern instruments finally confirmed that rogue waves do exist. Another significant factor was human error. Investigators found that many disappearances were due to navigational errors, mechanical failure, fuel shortages, or misjudgment of the weather. Over the open ocean, a small problem can quickly become a major disaster. Imagine a pilot flying through thick clouds. The compass suddenly fails. Visibility disappears. The ocean below is invisible. Without a clear reference point, the pilot's orientation can be lost. Even a wrong turn of just a few degrees can send the aircraft hundreds of miles off its intended route. Fuel gradually depletes. Radio signals weaken. Then the ocean swallows the evidence. This may sound simple, but history has shown that even experienced pilots can become confused in difficult situations. The mystery of Flight 19 is a prime example. Many aviation experts believe that the flight leader was unsure of his location and mistakenly directed the other aircraft away from Florida instead of toward it. Due to falling fuel levels, the bombers may have crashed into the ocean. Because the Atlantic is very deep in many places, recovering debris becomes extremely difficult. Some parts of the Bermuda Triangle are more than 20,000 feet deep. Searching such a vast area is like searching for a coin in a dark forest. Even today, advanced technology cannot guarantee success. But if science provides valid reasons, why do so many people still believe this story? The answer may lie in the power of human imagination. People naturally remember mysteries more than ordinary events. Thousands of ships could safely sail the ocean, and no one would write a book about them. One ship disappears, and the story can live on for generations. Writers and filmmakers also played a key role in creating this story. In the 1960s and 1970s, several popular books collected disappearances from different years and combined them into a larger mystery. Some stories were exaggerated. In some cases, accidents outside the Bermuda Triangle were added to the list. Details changed as the stories were retold. A storm became a clear day. A weak radio message became complete silence. A normal accident became an unsolved case. Over time, truth and lies became intertwined, yet not every report was exaggerated. There are still witnesses who describe strange experiences they cannot explain. Some pilots have reported flying in a strange fog that surrounded the aircraft. Others claimed that electronic equipment stopped working for a while, then suddenly returned to normal. Some sailors reported seeing flashing lights moving through the water at night. Scientists often attribute these phenomena to natural causes. Fog can form quickly over the ocean. Electrical storms can interfere with instruments. Atmospheric conditions can create strange visual effects. But for those who experience them, these memories remain forever. The Bermuda Triangle has also inspired many explorers. Deep-sea expeditions continue to search for lost shipwrecks. Marine archaeologists have discovered ships that had lain silently on the ocean floor for hundreds of years. Some wrecks belong to famous ships. Others hold secrets that may never be fully understood. Each new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle. Modern technology has reduced many of the dangers that plagued earlier travelers. GPS systems provide accurate navigation. Satellites track weather patterns around the world. Emergency beacons can send distress signals almost instantly. Aircraft and ships are being built with ever better safety equipment. Still, accidents can happen. Nature doesn't always go according to human plan. The ocean is one of the most powerful forces on Earth. It can pose more beauty than imagined and greater danger than anticipated. Perhaps that's why the Bermuda Triangle continues to draw people in. It lies at the intersection of science and mystery. On one hand, there are facts, research, and logical explanations. On the other, questions are asked that seem impossible to answer. Was there a natural cause for every disappearance? Were some incidents simply bad luck? Or is there still a secret hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered? For decades, people have been searching for the truth. Some have returned with evidence, some returned with stories, and some never returned at all. The final chapter of the Bermuda Triangle isn't about proving whether monsters, aliens, or lost civilizations exist. It's about understanding why a small part of the Atlantic Ocean has captured the world's imagination, and why this mystery remains unsolved even in the age of satellites and advanced science. As the 21st century began, many believed that modern technology would finally solve the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Satellites could monitor the oceans from space. Powerful computers could predict storms. Deep-sea robots could explore places human divers could never reach. If there were a secret hidden beneath the Atlantic Ocean, it wouldn't remain hidden for long. But the ocean has always hidden its secrets. Do you know why? Because who would go into the ocean to find it? If they did, they wouldn't be able to come back. Even today, thousands of shipwrecks remain undiscovered beneath the waves. Entire aircraft have vanished into the ocean, leaving behind insufficient evidence to explain what actually happened. The deeper scientists explore, the more they realize how little humanity truly knows about the world's oceans. More than 70% of our Earth is covered in water. Large swaths of the deep ocean have never been fully mapped. Some underwater mountains are taller than famous peaks on land. Massive trenches disappear into darkness where sunlight can never reach. In a place so vast and so unexplored, mysteries are almost inevitable. Many researchers now believe that the Bermuda Triangle is not a place controlled by supernatural forces. Instead, they believe it is a place where several natural hazards converge. Powerful storms, strong sea waves, sudden weather, heavy air traffic, busy shipping routes, human error, mechanical failure. When these factors combine, accidents can happen quickly. And once something sinks into the depths of the Atlantic, finding it becomes a formidable challenge. Still, some questions remain unanswered. Why were some distress calls so confusing? Why did experienced pilots suddenly lose direction? Why was there so little evidence in some famous cases? Perhaps the answer is that every disappearance has its own story. The USS Cyclops may have encountered a threat. Flight 19 may have encountered another. The missing passenger aircraft may have faced completely different problems. But when people witnessed these tragic events, they linked them together and created a story. A story that became bigger than any single incident. The Bermuda Triangle appeared in books, newspapers, TV programs, and movies. It became a symbol of the unknown. Children grew up hearing stories of ghost ships. Pilots talked about strange lights in the sky. Sailors told tales of calm seas and sudden storms. Tourists visited Florida and asked local captains about the mysterious waters. Some laughed at the stories, others believed everything. Even today, opinions remain divided. Many scientists say there is no evidence that the Bermuda Triangle is more dangerous than other busy parts of the ocean. Many believers counter that not every mystery can be measured with instruments. The debate continues on both sides. And perhaps this debate is why this story has survived for so long. Humans have always been drawn to the unknown. Explorers of ancient times ventured into the dark seas without knowing what awaited them beyond the horizon. Mountain climbers scaled dangerous peaks because they wanted to see what lay on the other side. Astronauts left Earth to explore the darkness of space. The Bermuda Triangle reflects this same desire, one we cannot fully explain. Sometimes the truth is easy, sometimes the truth is difficult, and sometimes the truth is lost forever. Imagine you standing on the deck of a ship in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The sky is clear. The air is calm. There is nothing but endless water around you. Then clouds begin to gather. The compass needle moves. The radio fills with static. Dark waves rise from the ocean. At that moment, it becomes easy to understand why sailors created legends. Fear can turn a common occurrence into a memorable story. But courage can transform a mystery into a quest for knowledge. Over the years, many expeditions have ventured into the Bermuda Triangle to find answers. They have discovered ancient shipwrecks, studied powerful storms, and mapped parts of the ocean floor. Each mission has added new information. Each discovery has brought people a little closer to the truth. Yet the full story may never be known. Some shipwrecks may remain hidden forever beneath layers of sand and coral. Some airplanes may be in places where they cannot be retrieved. Some radio messages may never be fully deciphered. And some families may never get the answers they've been waiting for. That's the saddest part of the Bermuda Triangle. Behind every mystery was a real person. A captain trying to bring his crew home. A pilot ferrying passengers across the ocean. A sailor dreaming of being reunited with his family. For them, this was never a story. This was real life. And that's why the search for the truth continues. Maybe there aren't any aliens beneath the Atlantic. Maybe there isn't a lost city sending strange energy into the sky. Maybe there isn't a hidden door to another world. Or maybe the biggest mystery isn't the ocean itself. Perhaps the biggest mystery is how little we still know about the planet we call home. The Bermuda Triangle reminds us that nature is stronger than human vanity. It reminds us that technology can't answer every question. It reminds us that history is full of stories waiting to be deciphered. So, is the Bermuda Triangle a dangerous supernatural trap? Is it simply a dangerous part of the Atlantic Ocean? Or is it a story created by real events and human imagination? The final answer is left to you. But one thing is undeniable. For over a century, ships have sailed over these waters. Airplanes have flown over these waves. Scientists have searched for evidence. Writers have invented stories. And dreamers have sought the impossible. Yet the Atlantic Ocean remains silent. Its deepest secrets still lie hidden miles beneath the water. And somewhere between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, the world's most famous mystery awaits its next visitor, reminding us that sometimes the unknown is more powerful than any answers we can muster. I hope that if you like this story, then please like it. And if you want to see such stories, then please subscribe to Dhananjay Crime Facts. And now, which crime story should I make in 2D animation next? Please tell me quickly in the comments. Thank you.